Hey guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and great news, the car is actually coming a day early, so it's on its way now. It should be here in about an hour. Who knows, maybe it'll be in pull up while we are filming this vlog. So you're going to see the car in this video. You're going to see it. I'm just going to go through real quick while I'm waiting for the car transporter to get here and close shipping, of course. I'll go through some of your guesses and tell you what's transpired so far. So my car is 1,000 miles away. It was 1,000 miles away in Florida. I found it. It popped up literally on Auto Trader for a second. Usually I email them because 99% of the time these cars don't check out. And this time I called them because I didn't want to lose this car. The price looked good and the car was exactly what I was looking for. Did everything with FaceTime calls to check everything on the car. The only thing it needed was new tires because it's an older car. So the tires were more than 5 years old, even though they had a lot of tread left. So that even though the car had 31,000 miles, I think the tires were original. So it couldn't have been driven too hard since there was a lot of tread left. But, you know, the car is very old tires, way more than 5 years. So I got the dealer to replace it, and he was going to put new tires anyway, probably cheap all seasons. I paid a couple $100 extra to get Michelin Pilot 4S tires, which I think are probably the best street tire you can get. So my car was, I assuming, you know, this shipper does a Florida East Coast run every single week. So typically he picks up the cars on Mondays and I would get them on Thursdays. And that's why I thought I would get it on Thursday so you could see this Friday morning. I was hoping it wasn't going to come 10 o'clock at night because that's happened before. And then I probably wouldn't have a very good video or that much time to put it out for Friday morning. But they actually didn't pick it up to Tuesday. So when Wednesday's video that you saw, the car had just been picked up. That was filmed on Tuesday. It was picked up on Tuesday. Right after I posted that video, Wednesday morning, I got a text from the truck driver that he's going to be here Wednesday morning between 10 and 11. So that's what I'm waiting for now. It's probably around 9 o'clock a.m. on Wednesday. And so I can only assume that my car was last on the truck leaving Florida. And because it's last on the truck at the end and it's enclosed, it has to be the first car off. So I think that's why they're coming here first. Maybe their most southern delivery from Florida was New Jersey. So maybe they're going north of that, Massachusetts or Boston or something. I don't know. So now I'm getting the car literally in 24 hours since it's been picked up. And it's a 17-mile drive, not counting stopping to eat or go to the bathroom or sleep. So I hope the truck driver got enough sleep. But and hopefully it's here on time. So like a good real estate agent, but I am a commercial real estate broker. When they tell you the car is going to be delivered Thursday, I made all my showings on Wednesday and all my conference calls, all my in-person, social distance in-person meetings on Wednesday. And I kept Thursday clear and even Friday clear because a lot of times you don't know what's going to happen with weather. Even though it's early March, I still have a foot of snow on the ground here. Could be another snowstorm or ice storm, and it could be delayed to Friday. So I cleared my calendar for Thursday and Friday. I could always add appointments for Friday if it's delivered Thursday, and vice versa. If they push it back to Friday, I could do appointments Thursday. So I have a full day Wednesday, like a 12-hour day of stuff. So guess what? That's the car's coming on Wednesday. So now I could be home right now between 10 and 11, but I have a 12 o'clock showing. So if they're late, I could tell you they're going to wind up, and I need to leave by like 11:30. So we'll see how that goes. And then I have a 2:30. I have a bunch of appointments today. So, of course, so it's good news. I guess the car's coming a day early. Unfortunately, I have a crazy schedule today, so it's not that great. But it's always great to get a car you really wanted. So let's go through the guesses real quick while we wait for the truck to get here. You will see the car in this video, I promise. Really good guesses. So E92 M3. Love to have that car. I had an E90 M3, Interlagos Blue Sedan, sunroof delete, 6-speed manual with a tan interior. Had that car for 6 years. You could see that one of the first YouTube videos I did, the person I sold it to actually put it for sale while I had this YouTube channel. So this was probably 2016, 2017 when I started. And he actually, when the car was for sale, he let me drive it one more time, do a video. It was cool. And as soon as I drove it and did the first shift, it felt 100% like my car again. So probably should have bought it. It was a good price. They've gone up in value. I would love to have an E90 or E92 M3 one day, certainly. That would be a great car to add to the collection, but not this time. What else? So everybody is guessing Porsche GT3, whether it's 997, 991.2 GT3. So those are two of my favorite cars. And I'll even add the 997 Turbo to that. So manual version of any 997.1 or .2 GT3. 991.2 GT3, because remember the 991.1 GT3 is the only PDK. That's what I originally wanted to sell the McLaren for, either an Audi R8 V10 manual or a 991.2 GT3. I tried to trade my McLaren straight up for a GT3, but nobody wanted to give me anything on a trade-in for the McLaren, and everybody wanted top dollar for the GT3. They still wanted over sticker, even though the car was over a year old. Audi R8 V10 manual. I would love that car. That's probably my dream car. It's one of the few newer cars you can buy today that go up in value, but this car is going up in value that I bought as well. And they're just six figures, and they're well into the six figures. So I think I lost out on that. I had a handshake to buy one when I sold the McLaren, and that's the real reason I sold the McLaren, to buy that car. Seller changed his mind. I don't blame him. His car is certainly worth more now than it was 2 years ago. So I'd love to get one of those one day, but that is not in the cards. So that's out. Porsches, the GT3s are out because I have the 911, and even though it's just a base 911.2, it's just as fast, if not faster. Honestly, I think my car with the turbos is faster than the GT3 RS I drove. And I would certainly like a 997 GT3 RS, but the prices are just crazy. So that's out of the picture as well. It's definitely not a six-figure car. Sorry to disappoint you. E92 M3, you can get with a manual E90. I'd love to get one of those again one day. They're going up in value, and you can still get them in the $30,000 price range. So that's definitely a car to buy in the future. That's certainly on the list. So with the GT3s, I use the Miami Blue manual 911. I love it because it's rear drive, and it's just as fast, if not faster, than GT3. It's not as, of course, visceral as a GT3, but it's a more usable car. I have kids. I have a little back seat that I can use. I can take it to a showing. If I've taken it to a showing once for a car dealership lease I was doing, and it's just a more usable car because it's more comfortable than GT3. I'm afraid with a GT3 it would be a Sunday morning only car, unfortunately, or Saturday morning. Problem is, here living in the Northeast, it rains 50% of the time. That means you're driving the car 2 to 3 times a month. This car is way more usable. And then I don't think, honestly, if I was doing drives, the GT3 would trump this car every single time, the 991.2, and then when I use the 991.2. So I would love to have a GT3 one day. If I had a big enough garage and money, it would be filled with GT3s. If I had a 20-car garage, there would probably be a GT3 of every vintage in there with a manual. So that's how much I like them. 997 turbos, I think would be great. I had the 993 turbo for a long time. It was probably the best investment I ever made. That and my first NSX, they both doubled in value. So I would certainly, I don't think the 997 turbos would double in value, but the manual 997.1s, I really like that. I think that's a car that can appreciate maybe $10,000, somewhere in that range, which could pay my expenses for having one. So that was really close. As you see, I recently drove, and the one thing I was missing, honestly, was a convertible. So I test drove about a month ago. I think I just posted the video maybe last week of a 997 manual.1 convertible. And it's not that I didn't like it. I just think the convertible 911s aren't as good as the coupe 911s. I guess that's what I would say. But the one thing I've been missing in my collection has been a convertible. So I've been saying that for the last year. I need a convertible. I need a convertible. I have the NSX. That's a Target top. The NSX is a very collectible car. It's an 05. It's Long Beach Blue, one of 88 made total from 02 to 05 in Long Beach Blue. And then obviously there's only 200 something cars made in 05. And it's, it's within the last, I'll have to check the VIN what it is, but it's one of the, last NSXs built. So it's a very collectible car. So I don't want to put a ton of miles on it and take it out for special occasions. So that's definitely a keeper car. So I wanted a convertible that I could just go in and drive. What appealed to me in the Miami Blue Porsche is, on the weekends, I just wanted a car to drive. I didn't want an old car that I had to worry about or maintain. So I want a reliable car. If there was good weather Saturday or Sunday morning, I want to go for a driving and just turn the key and go. I don't want it to be finicky like the McLaren or my Lotus Exige. I just, just like you, I'm sure my time is so limited to drive. I just wanted to be able to get out there and drive. So my philosophy was the same with the convertible. Looks beautiful. I can't wait to drive it. And this one's a keeper, unlike my other S2000s. I don't care what anybody offers me. I found this car at a great price. I just had to put new tires, which the dealer paid most of that money, and it's good to go. It's freshly serviced the whole bit. So I can't wait to rack up as many miles as possible this year on the S2000, but this one's going to be a keeper for a long time. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.